I want to talk about something that's important to me, and that's the importance of having family if you move to a place like Las Vegas. Now, a lot of people talk about moving for job opportunities or other things like that, but it's important to have a support system where you live. I'm not saying that you need a family in order to be successful out here, but I am saying that it might be the factor between losing yourself and staying yourself and being successful. I don't give a lot of credit to my wife publicly. I write her nice cards and stuff like that, but she's really the one mitigating factor that has caused me not to lose my mind out here. And I want to talk about why this matters when you move to a place like Sin City. What's going on, guys? My name is Steven. I'm not leaving Las Vegas. I'm a Vegas blogger. Be sure you guys like, share, subscribe, hit the bell for future notifications. And if you go into those comments and leave me a comment on this video, that would be great. That helps the algorithm. You might see somebody who is making comments that is not me. It looks like me, but it's not me. Yeah, that's a fake account, and I've seen them on much bigger channels with like 10 million subscribers, but now I have one that's trying to get you to text them on WhatsApp. I will never ask you to reach out to me on WhatsApp. Don't fall for it. It's a trap, as I said in Star Wars. And so, yeah, if you want to email me, stevenj@notleavinglasvegas.com. That is my only official way to get a hold of me. But anyways, tell us, what is the importance of family to you? You know, I'm part of a family. I have my family here with my wife and my 3 cats, my Domino, Blackjack, and Princess, and Christian in the Philippines, and Letty, and Suzette, and Justin, and props to everybody over there. But, you know, I'm also part of a bigger family. It's my channel sponsor over here on YouTube. It's Panay Magazine. So Panay Magazine is actually an Ethereum 2.0 company, and they aim, and their goal is to showcase the global Panay to the world. And a Panay is a woman of Filipino origin. And of course, they are going to have Panays from North America coming up and featuring them in their next issue, with future issues having Panays from the UK, the EU, the GCC group of countries, pretty much every kind of acronym you can imagine. The GCC group is places like Dubai, Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates, and they rent the side of Resorts World's billboard once a week out of every month. They're up there right now, so check them out over on Resorts World. And also props out to TKEX Exchange over on Instagram. They're our partner over in Ethereum, and you can check them out by clicking on the first link in this video. Also, VegasFaceMask.com, no S at the end. These here are 2 for $25. We don't sell the licensed stuff directly. You buy one at $25, you get one for free. So buy something non-licensed, get one that's licensed for free. These go over the side of the back of your head, not your ears. And they don't have any nose wire in them, so they're actually excellent masks. My wife makes these by scratch, and she does not outsource them. So they're 2 for $25. We have solid colors. We have all sorts of patterns. She did these as basically to kickstart us during the thing 2 years ago, you know, where COVID shut everything down. So I'm very proud of her, and I'm happy that she did it. So if you guys want to support the channel, you have to wear a mask where you are, or work forces you to wear a mask. Check them out on VegasFaceMask.com. No S at the end. We also do hotel deliveries. We do buy 4 masks and get 1 for free. So check them out there. All right, so commercials aside, I want to talk about the fact that family matters most in Vegas. So my story in Vegas is very interesting. You know, I came here basically working with somebody, and I managed to meet my wife, and she was, you know, I'm not going to go into the story, but if I didn't have her, I don't know where I would be. Like, let's say I moved to Vegas by myself, and that might be you. You might be considering, I want to move to Vegas. That's what I'm doing. I heard it's great. There's lots of jobs. I'm going to go and be something successful. I'm going to make it. The thing about this town is that it's really unforgiving. And so, like, you know, we have our hot months. That's pretty much what, May, June, July, August, September. 5 months of the year is super hot. The rest of it, you can go out and socialize. You know, I met neighbors today that I've not met for 2 years. Yeah. It was funny because I was filming with a camera, and he thought I was filming his house, and we got off really well. But the point is, I didn't even meet those people because, unlike in a lot of places, we're not as communal in Las Vegas as we are in other places. And most of the people here are transplants from another place, and that's good. I'm glad that we have transplants from another place. But a lot of people come out here just to focus on business and focus on themselves, and then they don't really do all that much as socializing. They don't join social groups. They don't do anything other than maybe spend the first few months going to bars and casinos and then settle into their work routine and do nothing at all. But, you know, I met my wife out here, and I started coming here and more, and I just kind of settled here. And if she didn't keep me centered, if she didn't give me that sense of gravity of what this city was all about, it would have really, really hurt me. So if you're coming out here, I recommend you do it as a family unit, or you tell your family that you're coming out here and you share with them as much as you possibly can what you're experiencing, because they're going to be able to share with you some sage advice. Now, in the case of my wife, I remember her telling me one day, a hubby, she calls me hubby. She said, and I was working in timeshare at the time, she said, you can go down one side of the street and that way lies temptation and, the bad side of the street. It looks good at first, but it's bad afterwards. Or you can go the other way, the other side, the other opposite direction, and you can, struggle a little bit, but you'll get off into a better place. And stuff like that, the ingenuity that, or not ingenuity, but the perspective that she brought to life out here from a person who's just completely overwhelmed. And you might be overwhelmed if you move out here too. If you're moving out to Vegas, it's very overwhelming. The casinos in the Strip, the 5 miles of the Strip, and, the whatever mile or so of Fremont Street, it's 24/7. It never ends. And it's easy for people to kind of lose themselves in it. I was watching a documentary on YouTube about a gambler who basically got so addicted to gambling, he decided to steal from the casinos. He was a medical school student. He was going to be a doctor. He threw that all away and robbed a casino because he wanted to basically fuel his gambling habits. So if you know your family, it's important to have family. And if they're not in Vegas, you have to have family that knows what you're going through out here. You have to have either that or a good friend that you can trust to keep you centered. And that's what my wife has done for me. She's kept me centered. Every time that I was kind of slipping and did dumb things, she kept me centered. It's always not always the nicest thing, but it's a thing that you need a person to do. You need a person to give you a reality call or a wake-up call if you're tending to do the wrong things in life. And that's what my wife has always done for me. And that's what she's always been able to do. Just basically bring me back to reality, make sure that I know that, what's going on is maybe not the right thing, but I've been gullible in the past and I've been susceptible to doing the wrong things. And she's always been there for me too. And you need somebody in your life while you're here, some kind of a support system to be able to kind of keep you on a progressive path. And that's another thing that my wife has done for me too. She's kept me always progressing. And for a long time there, I screwed up and I slipped up. And I've told you guys about this on the channel before, but, I didn't progress. I was very, very stubborn in my opinions of the industry I was in last, which was timeshare and marketing. Oh, no, it'll get better. It'll get better. The only time I basically listened to her was when it was several years after the fact, when COVID had hit. And I said, okay, this is not getting any better. Why? Because the news is telling me I should have listened to her, but I didn't listen to her in that case. But if you have somebody in your life that can basically tell you if you're on the right path, let's say you take a casino job and you've been here for 6 months and you've been running the kind of action you've been seeing past them, they're going to be honest with you. Hopefully you find an honest person who can tell you, no, this is not good. There's too much politics going on in the casino. There's too much crap. You're missing out. You're losing out. And that's important too, because oftentimes we need somebody who has, the 1,000-foot view of things. You think about it like a map, right? If you're looking at Google Maps and you zoomed in as close as you can on the Google map, it's just a bunch of blocky pixels. And then you zoom out, you see the whole picture. If you have a live satellite map, you might look at one street and say there's no traffic, but when you zoom out, you see all of the traffic in the area. Sometimes your friends and family, in my case, my wife, is your 1,000-foot map on things. They tell you when things are going okay, when they're not going okay, because the thing is, they're not living in it like you. And we have this thing in our head called the sunk cost fallacy. All right. So this is a financial term that I know of, and it means that when you think that you've put enough into it, you're going to want to put more into it. Gamblers have this problem too. It's like, let's say you own a business, okay, and you put $100,000 of your life savings into the business and it's not succeeding, and everybody else around you is not as emotionally invested in it as you are. Those people are able to objectively look at it and say, you need to get out of this right now. You're like, no, I've sunk so much into this. Sunk cost. You sunk your cost into it. You will try it any kind of, oh man, you'll go kicking and screaming trying to basically save yourself and save your pride and save all these things. And that's why you need a person. That's why my wife has been really good at that too. She's told me in the past, you need to cut your losses on this one. You need to get out of this one. This industry is not great for you, and she's always been there. And hopefully you guys have somebody like that too. So, in short, if you're thinking of moving out here, I am big on moving out here. There's some negatives, like, the rents are high. Well, compared to LA, the rents are low, but there's some positives too, like, good employment, lots of people starting new businesses, lots of sectors opening up in technology and stuff. Even though you don't hear about it, you just hear about the casinos. I think it's a good place to live in, but I think that you need to have that anchor, that person in your life. And if you can't move out here with somebody else that's going to come out here with you, you might as well have somebody back home that's your accountability buddy. My wife has been my accountability buddy for years. And if you have something like that, somebody who's objective, able to look at it and analyze it from a place where you're not, then that's going to benefit you all the most. So what about you? Are you moving out to Vegas? Let me know. Is your plan to come out here? I'm interested in hearing about you in the comments. And if somebody replies to you in the comments and says to text them on WhatsApp, that ain't me, just so you know. Just block, delete that person. Don't even deal with them. My name is Steven. I'm not leaving Las Vegas. Be sure to check out our channel sponsors over on Instagram. It's Panay Magazine and TKX Exchange. Check out VegasFaceMask.com. Look at this. Check this out. I'll put this around here. You don't even see I'm wearing it. You have no idea. You said, you have a mask? Yeah, I do. It's VegasFaceMask.com. No S at the end. The only two you'll ever need. And now's the time of the video where I say thank you for watching. I look at the camera. I say 3, 2, 1, click. By the way, how do you like the quality? I've been having some severe issues with honestly, I'm having issues with my camera. It freezes up on my Mac. I don't know why. So I'm filming this on the iPhone 13 Pro Max in cinematic mode. Let me know what you think about that. And we got to go. I look at the camera. I say 3, 2, 1, click. 3, 2, 1. You're the best part of my day. And click. Hey, what's up, guys? Thanks for watching my video here on Not Leaving Las Vegas. If you guys love Vegas, you might consider subscribing to the channel, hitting the notifications bell, and also, there's going to be another video right beside my head at some point. You can click on that video. It'll be whatever YouTube thinks is best for you. We can let them decide because of the algorithm. But come back to the channel. Check us out soon. Thanks again for watching. And now I gotta go do some regular real life stuff. Talking on a camera is fun and all, but we got a honey-do list to do, so we're gonna go help the wife. Thanks, guys.